I'm here to tell you that not everybody's going to like you.
I'ma be happy. I'ma be good. You better believe it. I'ma be happy.
What's up, guys? My name is Patricia, also known as God's Design, here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. So welcome to another addition into my reflection series here on this channel. And in these videos, we talk about matters of the mind, the body, and the soul. And so today we're going to talk about something that's, it may be a little touchy, but we're going to talk about it anyway. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And if you've taken a psychology class, you probably have heard of it. And basically, it's a motivational theory that discusses what motivates humans and what we naturally, on the most basic level, desire. So according to Maslow, people are motivated to achieve or fulfill these basic needs. And there are a few of them. The one I think that's related to what we're going to talk about today is belongingness or belonging. And sometimes, and there's a lot of things that can go in here. It could be relationship. You could talk about intimacy. You could talk about a lot of things. And intimacy in the sense of just all of your relationships, not just your romantic ones. But I think it's this one that creates a problem with some of us, and there's multiple layers to that. But I think there's one that I really want to talk. Ooh, is it raining or is that snow? Anyway, it's that sense of belongingness that sometimes creates an issue for us because we have a desire to want to be accepted, to be liked by our peers, by our family, by our friends, by our colleagues, by our classmates. And some of us, it's a very healthy thing, but some of us, we take it to the max. And I'm here to tell you that not everybody's going to like you. And some of us have a really big issue with that. We go out of the way to sort of prove ourselves. We go out of the way to make our desires or make our motivations known to the world because we feel like we owe it to them. And I always find it interesting when women do this. I really want to tell you guys that you don't owe anyone anything. And let me just burst your bubble here too. No matter what you do, no matter how good of a decision you think it is, no matter how awesome of an achievement you think it is, or how great of a path that you have chosen, there's always going to be someone that has a problem with it, that has a problem with you. I decided a long time ago that I wasn't going to be preoccupied with what people thought of me. Let me tell you some of the things that I've heard in my lifetime. And it's so funny because it's so far from true. Okay, guys. So I've been called stuck up by people who just are observing me. Like, oh, she's stuck up. She's too good to talk to people. She's this, she's that. And in all reality, that's not the case at all. It's just I'm a quiet, reserved person. I'm an introvert. I don't open up right away to people. It takes me some time. I'm very observant. So in group settings, I may not be as talkative as the, next person because I'm too busy scanning the room, sort of taking in the spirits that I am sensing and the atmospheres that people are just creating and exuding. I'm so wrapped up in that. Socially, I can be, not that I'm disconnected because I'm still engaged, but I may not be as verbally active because I have a lot of things going on in my head at the time. That's just me. Some people perceive that as me being stuck up, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I've heard it all. And then when people get to know me, like, oh, you cool. Like, you a little bougie, but you cool. Listen, I could take a little bougie, but I'm not stuck up. I'm far from that. And I'm sure you think about it. There's a few things that people said about you that wasn't true or far from true. Don't preoccupy yourself with trying to please everyone and miss out on what it is that you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? Don't preoccupy yourself by being accepted. Don't preoccupy yourself with editing the mess out of your Instagram, pictures for likes. Like, don't preoccupy yourself with, what everyone else is doing and what they perceive or how they perceive you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's just too much of that out there. Like, it really bothers me that people feel like they have to create this sort of facade of perfection in order to compete somehow with the world. There's like this silent competition that's going on social media, like, my life is better than your life, or my life is more interesting, or I got so much stuff going on, or I'm really doing it and you're not. Like, I'm the entrepreneur and you're not. Like, I'm making all this money, I'm traveling, I'm doing all this. Like, Like, forget all of that. Why does any of that even matter? Like, I'm sorry I'm getting so passionate about this, but it really does bother me, because I've been on the other end where, you know, I have certain people like open up to me and they talk about like what they're going through and what they're struggling with, and it's like, but you know, you're what you show is, it's like the complete opposite. And I do get it. You want to put your best foot forward, but like sometimes it goes to the extent where you're just outright lying. I don't feel like I'm helping anyone by showing just how perfect everything is for me, or how much I have it all figured out. And so I really try to share a balanced message. It's different when you can empathize with someone, when you can say, I've been there, I've been in your shoes, and I know that it sucks, but there's something bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's going to appreciate you. Not everyone's going to appreciate everything about you. Not everyone's going to like everything that you have to say. Not everyone is going to be your cheerleader. And you know what? That is okay. At the same time, you know, if you do have some toxic relationships and some toxic people in your life, you do not have to tolerate that by any means. You know, you can definitely limit your interactions. In some cases, completely eliminate them. I know in other cases it's more difficult. You know, their family. Some would argue that it doesn't matter if they're family, but you know, I'm really sensitive for my family, and you know, I work with them. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you do have to set boundaries, and you do have to set limits on people, and sometimes, you know, show them the exit. You know what I mean? When it comes to bringing negativity into your circle and bringing negativity into your life. I was talking about this on Snapchat, and one of you guys snapped me, and I appreciate the comment too. She said, you know, well, sometimes, you know, you have to work with people and everything like that, and sometimes, you know, your friends go through things and they go through insecure moments, and sometimes they take that out on you, and I totally understand that. You know, somebody can have a weak moment where a friend may experience jealousy. That is totally normal. When you take it outside of the box and you are purposely doing things to stand, you know, in my way, or you're purposely doing things to upset me, or you're purposely doing things to sabotage things for me, and you do that over and over again without remorse, and I just take you, let me tell you, eventually I'm going to show you that door. You don't have to sort of alter who you are. You don't have to change who you are so people can accept you. You know what I mean? You will find people, you will fall on people that are interested in the things that you're interested in, that love the things that you're interested in, that like the music that you like, that, you know, are just as interested in pleasing God like you are. You will meet those people. You don't have to change and alter who you are in order to, you know, to be accepted. And I know we all go through that phase where we don't know, quote, who we are, what's our style, what we're into, what we like, you know what I mean? And we try to just categorize it and put it, you know, into a box with a pretty bow. But until then, you know, we're just all over the place. You know, we're trying to fill that sense of belonging, that sense of belongingness. But what I'm telling you guys is you will find it. First, start with being you. And along the way, you're going to meet a few people, maybe a lot, that don't like you. And some of them don't even have a reason for it. They just don't like you. And that's okay. But you being you, and that genuineness and authenticity, that's what's going to draw people, the right people, to you. So yeah, guys, that's what I have to say about that. Question of the day. What are some things that people had to say about you? And then tell me how that is just so far from the truth. Y'all see how I told you guys that people think that I'm stuck up? Let me know. What have people said about you? And tell me how it's not true. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. What? Bars? Before you go, guys, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. And check out my most recent uploads as well, guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys are well and in good spirits. And I'll see you guys very soon with another video. And as always, God bless.
Architect for our marketing. I could be all up on Wall Street with Parker Monopoly making. So know if your spot is left vacant, it's gotta be taken. Anyway.